Rahul. Meghala. Bhavana पढ़ा गतर पर से मैं लाइट को ऑफ कर ले. Okay. Good morning, everybody. We start our meditation first, and then I give Dhamma talk, and therefore let me recite Metta recital. Probably some of you remember it. Even if you don't remember, don't worry about it. You just listen. May all beings be well, happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision. Removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. Okay, you can turn off the light. Now, with this metta thought in mind, let us begin our meditation practice. Metta itself is a meditation, and we combine it with keeping metta at the background. And we sit in comfortable posture. Make your body straight, upright, and relax. And then take a deep breath and breathe out deeply so that all air in your lungs will be out. It is said that normally when we breathe out only 60% of air in our lungs. But we want to breathe out the remaining 40% also. That means when we breathe in again, we can breathe lung full of air to the fullest extent of our lungs capacity. And that means we bring in a lot of oxygen that charges our red blood cells in our lungs, and they go to heart pumps, and then send all the oxygen throughout our body, recharging all the 56 trillion cells in our body. They all need oxygen. The Buddha called inhaling and exhaling body conditioner, kaya sankara. Kaya sankara means body conditioner. This is how the breath conditions our body, bringing in oxygen, charging red blood cells in our lungs, and then they go to heart pumps throughout our body. This way, we breathe 22,000 times a day, recharging our blood cells and all cells in our body. And therefore, when we breathe deeply, we make healthy lungs, making lungs strong and then easy to breathe. So we take deep breath and breathe out deep. Dighang vasasanto, dighang asasamiti pajanati, said the Buddha in Pali. And that is how we begin. Taking long inhaling and making long exhaling. And then gradually, as we get used to it, our breath naturally becomes slow. And long breath becomes short. It happens almost automatically. And then we keep breathing like that. And then slowly and slowly, our inhaling and exhaling happens very softly, gently, and then we become fully aware of it. However, as the breath becomes soft and subtle, body becomes calm and relaxed, mind becomes calm and relaxed. These are very good conditions for getting sleepy and drowsy. When everybody is quiet, we sit quietly after breakfast, having some meals in our stomach. Everything becomes all is conducive to gaining sleepy and drowsy mental state. So all those sleepiness and drowsiness is very sweet, very peaceful and comfortable. And we even can fall asleep. We all experience that. Perhaps if we are not jerked and shaken up, we might sleep for a long time. We have noticed it. After a while, when we ring the bell, they get up and say they had the very good meditation, attain jhanas, sleep in jhanas. And no matter how long we sleep, we don't get up with new insight, wisdom. And therefore, Buddha recommended us to stay awake. Jagaryanu manuyutta. Stay awake, alert, be aware and mindful of what is happening. And then we have to overcome this sleepiness and drowsiness. One thing is we visualize bright light. Buddha call it aloka sanya, perception of light. When we perceive light, bright light, then sleepiness fades away. If that doesn't work, we take a deep breath, hold it as long as we can, and breathe out very slowly, and then breathe again, hold it, and breathe out slowly. If you do this breathing exercise, if the body warms up, we even perspire, sleepiness may disappear. That is another very effective method. If they don't work, these two methods don't work, stand up and do standing meditation. Anybody can do that without disturbing anybody around them. And then when sleepiness fades away, sit down and continue the practice. When sleepiness is taken care of, the opposite of that can happen, restlessness and worry, or restlessness and remorse can happen. That means we might remember many, many things of the past, many things that have entered our mind through our six senses, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, and they will be stirred up and then arise in our mind. And people call the mind is wandering. Mind doesn't go anywhere, but it circulates in its base and bringing various memories into our mind. And then we have to take care of them by bringing the mind back again to the breath, again and again and again, until they don't stay in the mind. And then also, when these two hindrances are taken care of, we may remember something very pleasant, desire, something that you might want to taste, smell, hear, and so forth. You want to eat something like juicy cake or ice cream or some other delicious food. Or you may want to listen to music that you like very much. And you want to touch something that you like very much. Like that, through senses, you may experience some desires invading your mind. And then we have to take care of them by paying attention to the impermanent nature of all of them. Any desire, no matter how great it will end up in pain and suffering. And we don't want that. We want to mitigate, reduce, and overcome the desire. So we deliberately pay attention to impermanent nature of the desire. And sometimes, even if it is taken care of, you may experience a degree of resentment, anger, hate, and so forth, that you may remember certain incidents, certain people, certain situations which arouse your anger. And we want to take care of them by overcoming anger, by not getting angry, and understand the nature of karma, nature of the danger of anger, how painful it is, how you have lost sometimes your health, job, friends, and so forth because of your anger, and numerous unpleasant experiences in the past. And then practice metta, recall the metta practice that we began our meditation with, and send metta even to those whom you hate. Then you have all overcome. Eventually, you may also have some doubt with regard to your own practice and the subject that you use for meditation, the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Karma, dependent origination, and so forth. Various things are there that you may doubt. And you have to overcome doubt by focusing mind on the noble, wonderful, most excellent qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. This is your faith endowed with knowledge, helps you to overcome your doubt. Once you have overcome all these, what we call hindrances, then you are safe home. Your practice will be very comfortable, peaceful. You can gain, when you overcome each of these hindrances, joy arises. And that joy leads to happiness. Happiness leads to concentration. It may even be jhanic concentration. Even if it is not jhanic, you need certain degree of concentration to focus your mind on impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and selflessness of everything that you experience. That way your practice becomes very comfortable. We will talk more about this in our talk when I explain the Sutta that I'm supposed to speak on during this retreat. With this, I like to stop talking and let us meditate silently, maybe for the next 25 minutes. natidhanayapanyasya Paññānati adhayato yam vidhananca paññāca save nibbāna santike. There is no concentration without wisdom, no wisdom without concentration. One who has both wisdom and concentration is close to peace and emancipation. Okay. I think you all have the book, this Vandana book. You may turn to page 120 or 21. 120 is Pali, 121 is English. And this is the discourse that I am going to explain during this retreat. This is called Maha Satipatthana Sutta. Maha Satipatthana Sutta gives us instructions for practicing meditation. And I wish you all learn this discourse, and I like to emphasize that you should read and reread and remember the contents of this discourse, because it is absolutely necessary. Discourse, there are several discourses that Buddha has delivered explaining meditation. But this discourse is more important. Buddha gave this discourse in a country called Kuru. Kuru. You can see it in the discourse. to uh, people living in Kuru country. Buddha selected Kuru country because these people are very intellectual, and also as they are intellectual, they also are meditators. Not unintellectual people meditate. This Dhamma is for improving and developing our wisdom. And these people were very wise to practice meditation. It is said that when women gathered around wells to get water, those days they didn't have pipe water, no indoor plumbing. They went to, they dug wells, big wells, and went there to get water. And many women in that area went to that well to get water. When they were there, their subject of gossip or talk was meditation. They asked a sister, what part of mindfulness you practice? Mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of the feeling, mindfulness of the mind, mindfulness of Dhamma. If in reply another woman says, sister, I'm so busy, I have my husband, children, household work, cleaning house, washing dishes, cooking and all this. I'm very busy with these things. I don't have time to meditate. Then the woman who asked the question said, shame on you. You waste your time. You know how short our life is. You can die any moment. If you die without mindfulness, you will be reborn in wrong place, even hell. Shame on you, meditate. They were so interested in meditation. This was 2,600 years ago. That is true even today. Today life is not permanent. Today life was as impermanent as those days' lives. And therefore, friends, this discourse is so important, and we must try to remember the teaching in this discourse. So, and Kuru country was so important. Very intelligent people lived there. There he taught other discourses like Mahanidana Sutta, another Satipatthana Sutta, Saropava Sutta, Rukkopama Sutta, Rattrapala Sutta, Markandeya Sutta, Arnanja Sappaya Sutta, and many such discourses Buddha gave in Kuru country. So, there Buddha said, he addressed monks. Why did he address monks? Because they were the ready audience. They were always with him. And it is said also, those who are meditating, devoting life in developing mindfulness, are called bhikkhus. Not only those who are wearing robes and shaven and living in monasteries, but even those who practice meditation are called bhikkhus. And then in this first uh, introduction, uh, Buddha gave the purpose of meditation. Purpose of meditation. And he also said, because this is the only path that leads to attaining Nibbana. There are many other paths. Some paths go to heaven, some paths go to Brahma realms, some paths go to animal realms, some path goes to hellish conditions, but this is the only path that goes to Nibbana. Then therefore, this is called Ekayana Magga. Remember this path. That is why, friends, I say this is important. I don't know how those who didn't come for the retreat, I don't know how much they miss in meditation. And he gave the reason, the purpose of meditation. Friends, we do anything with some purpose in mind. Anything we do with some, of course, even children play to be happy. We eat to satisfy our hunger. We drink water to quench our thirst. So each of these activities has a purpose. Meditation also has a purpose. Fivefold purpose. Number one, purification of beings. Number one, purification of beings. Who are the beings? Buddha called Sattana. Satta. Who are the Satta? Beings. Who are the beings? Satto, asatto, the satto. The entity that clings to something is called Satta. We are all called Sattas because we cling. Cling to what? We cling to body, feelings, perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. These are called aggregates. We cling to them. Satto, asatto. Asatto means clinging. Clinging to five aggregates. Don't we? We cling. We are not ready to let go. We cannot because we are not matured enough spiritually. So we cling. And as we cling, we defile our mind. As we cling, clinging is not purifying anything. Clinging is defiling. The mind is luminous. As we cling, it is defiled with these adventitious defilements through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. They bring defilements into the mind and pollute this luminous mind. Otherwise, mind is luminous. So Buddha wanted us to purify this mind, get rid of this defilements that we accumulate through our senses. We have to remove them. That is number one purpose. Sattanam Visuddhya. Purification of beings. Purification of beings, this particular line is explained in a big book, this big book called Visuddhi Magga, Path of Purification. 7 stages of purification is explained in this big book. It is big enough to have 3 dissertations to get PhD. Venerable Buddhaghosa deserves to have 3 PhDs because the book is so big. In this whole book, he explained 7 steps of purification. Why it is so important? Because with a defiled mind, and it is in the Dhammapada, first stanza is loaded with meanings. The first stanza is loaded with meaning. It says, the mind is chief, mind is the forerunner, mind is the master. If with defiled state of mind we speak, think, and do things, the results follow us like the cart that follows the hoofs of the ox or bull that pulls the cart. When a bull or ox or horse pulls the cart follows him. This cart is not empty cart. Remember that. That cart is full of merchandise. The road that he drives is not paved road. It is rugged, rough, muddy, puddles, up, down, winding road. That is our samsara. As the bull also has not volunteered to pull the cart. He was forced by a man and tied to the yoke, and he had a whip in his hand, cane, and the merchant has a job to do. He has to deliver merchandise from A to B and at a certain time, and he has to rush. If the bull is, even if he is hungry, thirsty, tired, he cannot ask master, please stop. I don't want to go. No, he keeps beating, scolding, shouting, forcing him to go. Uphill, downhill, winding hill, and so forth. See how much pain he has to go through, pull the cart full of merchandise. The Buddha said, we become like that. If we do not purify our mind and think, speak, and do things with such an impure mind, full of hatred, full of anger, full of greed, full of jealousy, full of fear, full of tension, and so forth, when he thinks, speaks, and do things. See how much pain we suffer, how much pain we go through. And therefore, purifying the mind is absolutely necessary. That is number one purpose of this meditation. We are not just sitting in one place and closing our eyes and dozing and sleeping. We have a very, very important job. And therefore, second purpose. Second purpose is overcoming sorrow and lamentation. Sorrow and lamentation. Friends, why do we sorrow? Why do we grieve? Why do we lament? Because this clinging. When somebody dies in our family, our mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, husband, wife, children, and so on, why do we cry? There are many people dying in the world. Nobody cares. In wars, you know, Israel, Argentina, the Ukraine, Russia, all over the world. And this moment, so many people die. We don't care. But if somebody dies in our family, we cry. Why? Because we have clinging, grasping, holding to them. And when we meditate and learn the nature of Dhamma, nature of life, we can overcome this, minimize, reduce that sorrow, that lamentation. That is the second purpose of this meditation. Then, third is pain and disappointment. Pain and disappointment. We have pain. We don't want to have pain and suffering. Pain in one thing, suffering is another. Even the Buddhas had pain. Arahants had pain. When Buddha's foot was wounded, he had terrible pain, but he did not suffer. There have been many Arahants who were sick and had pain, but they did not suffer. Suffering is due to clinging, craving. When there is no clinging, no craving, we don't suffer. And so when we meditate, we can overcome our suffering and disappointment. The Arahants can never have any disappointment. They remain equanimous with the worldly vicissitudes, gain, loss, uh, happiness, unhappiness, fame, defame, blame, praise. These are the worldly conditions. Under all these conditions, they remain equanimous. They don't react to them negatively. Then, fourth purpose is putting ourselves on the right path. Nyaya sadhigama, nyaya. What is the nyaya? The method system is Dhamma niyama. Dhamma niyama is the Dhamma niyama is following the truth, following the Noble Eightfold Path. That is the niyama. And putting ourselves on that path. Practicing mindfulness is the beginning of the Noble Eightfold Path. No, the sixth step of the Noble Eightfold Path, Samma Sati and Samma Samadhi. All this is practice when we practice mindfulness. And the fourth purpose, fifth purpose is the attaining final goal, Nibbana. Nibbana Satchikirihaya. So, among all the paths, the best, the most excellent path is this path of meditation. Meditation. Okay. Then, uh, and they, Buddha divided into, this practice Buddha divided into four. Four: mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of feelings, mindfulness of the mind, and mindfulness of Dhamma. And they call Anupassana. In Pali, Kaya Anupassana, Vedana Anupassana, Chitta Anupassana, Dhamma Anupassana. We put together Anupassana and Kaya put together and call Kaya Anupassana. Kaya Anupassana means seeing the body exactly as it is. Anupassana. Sometimes it is called Vipassana. Anupassana, Vipassana are the same. Anupassana means seeing things as they are. When we use Pali words, these sentences, the words are also really full of meaning, loaded with meaning. It is sort of compressed. When we decompress, we can see the clear meaning. For instance, Anupassana, if we use another word, Pali word, Anugacchati, Gacchanto Anugacchati, Thito Anutiddhati, Nisinno Anunisividati. Gacchanto Anugacchati means when someone is going, you go parallel to that person or going behind that person. That means you follow that particular activity. When somebody sits, you sit with that person. That's called anuttithati. Similarly, kaya anupassana means seeing this body exactly as it is without any distortion. You want to see the body without any distortion. When we go through the discourses, this discourse, you will see this very clearly. Now this is just the introduction. Then, Atapi Sampajano. Atapi means striving to overcome defilements. Sampajano with clear comprehension. We will explain all these things in details. And Satima is with mindfulness. That is Satima over there. With mindfulness. Vinaya loke abhidya. Vinaya means disciplining. Excessive greed and distress. Loka means not this outside world. Loka means this. If there are 20 people here, there are 20 lokas. Each one of these a loka. And in this loka there is excessive greed, abhijja. Abhijja is explained in English or translated into English as unrighteous greed. Is the righteous greed? What it means actually is looking at somebody's property with jealous eye, hoping, wishing to get this, possess it, making it one's own possession. That's called abhijja. For instance, you have a very, very beautiful, expensive computer. I have very poor, computer. I like your computer very much. I think I wish I have that computer. You have the latest cell phone. Latest cell phone. When it opens, it's like a book, like a computer. Close it, open it. Somebody said that they have invented a new cell phone. Looks like cell phone and you open it like a computer. You can type. When I see this, I wish it, I have it. That kind of desire, that kind of greed is called abhijja in Pali. This word we have to remember very carefully. There is one word called avijja. This is called abhijja. Avijja is one thing, abhijja is another. Avijja is ignorance. Abhijja is greed with ignorance combined together. Abhijja. Loke, the world. In this world, where is greed? In this world. Where is ignorance? In this world. So we have to overcome this greed and this ignorance in this world. And that is when we practice mindfulness of the body, as we see the body as it is, we can overcome this abhijja, this excessive greed and disappointment. When we practice mindfulness, the feel of feelings, you can do the same thing. When we practice mindfulness of the mind, or see the mind as it is, we can overcome that. Vedana Anupasana, when feeling arises, when we explain this later, you will see. When the feeling arises, we become mindful of that feeling exactly as it is. There are many feelings. When one particular feeling arises, we focus the mind on that and become fully aware of that particular feeling without mixing with other feelings. Similarly, when consciousness arises, we become aware of the consciousness with its contents. We cannot become aware of consciousness without its contents. And Dhamma, mindfulness of the body, mind, mental phenomena. Okay, this is the introduction. And then When we look at the body, we look at the body in this way, as impermanent, not as permanent, and as suffering, not as happiness, not with permanent self or without permanent self, not with attachment, but with detachment, not with clinging, but with letting go, not clinging, not with arising, but with cessation. So that means impermanent, unsatisfactoriness, and selflessness. We look at the body, anicca, dukkha, anatta, not nitya, sukha, atta. And then that is how we look at the body as it is. Okay. Why Buddha taught only 4 foundations of mindfulness instead of 5, 3, and so forth? Of course, there are certain places Buddha taught uh, 2 types of mindfulness. That's called Dvaitanupassana. Dvaitanupassana, 2 types of mindfulness. That he taught in Sutta Nipata. There's a discourse called Dvaitanupassana Sutta. But in detail, he explained, gave only 4 foundations of mindfulness, only 4. And these 4 he taught according to people's temperaments. Uh, okay, somebody is very greedy, somebody is with a lot of views, somebody can gain concentration quickly, somebody like to gain insight very quickly, somebody has wisdom, and somebody don't have that much wisdom. Somebody is faith-oriented, somebody is wisdom-oriented, and like that there are various types of people. And for these people, Buddha taught this discourse for those who are very uh, not have very deep insight. For them, mindfulness of the body would be best. Then, if somebody has some deeper wisdom, deep understanding, for that person, mindfulness of feeling is good. Somebody has a lot of ideas, views. Uh, for that person, mindfulness of the mind is good. If somebody is very wise, for that person, mindfulness of the Dhamma is good. And it is said that these are the reasons why he uh, taught 4 foundations of mindfulness. Okay. Now, also, it is said when somebody wants to enter a city, those who come from the east with all kinds of things, they can enter the east gate. Somebody comes in from the south, they can enter the south gate. Somebody comes from the west, they can come through the south gate. Somebody comes from the north, they can come from the northern gate. So all these four directions, they can enter the city. Similarly, they can use four foundations of mindfulness to enter the same city of Nibbana. Same city of Nibbana. Now, then Buddha explained in some detail how one begin the practice. Okay. In order to practice, Buddha recommended this is for the beginner. This is for the beginner. He recommended to go to forest or to go to a root of a tree or go to a empty house or go to a cemetery and then sit in full lotus. Hallankang abhijitva. Hallankang abhijitva, like this. That is the only posture Buddha recommended. But today you cannot sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair. You can use any comfortable posture. But why Buddha recommended lotus posture? It's called Vajrasana. Vajrasana means diamond posture. Lotus posture. Why Buddha recommended that? And he don't recommend anything else? Because that is very, very steady posture. When you sit in that posture, you can keep your body straight. It may not be slouch. And that steady posture is very good for breathing easily. Lung full of breath we can breathe. And various other places in discourses we can see Aranyan, Rukamulam, Pamparam, Kandaram, Giribam, Susanam, Vanapatang, Abokasam, Palala Kunjan, various resort, circular space, forest, root of a tree, a mountain, a river, hills or hill caves, charnel ground, jungle thicket, open space, heap of straw. Aranyan, Rukamulam, Pampatam, Kandaram, Giribam, Susana, Vanapatang, Abokasam, Palala Kunjan, like that. He mentioned. Out of these 9 places, possible places, Buddha here recommended only 3 that we can see earlier. And then sit and start practice. I mentioned this at the beginning of our morning meditation. First thing he said, Dīgham asasanto, dīgham asasamiti pajanati. First, you got to take a deep breath. and become fully aware of deep breath. Why deep breath? Because we want to get lot of oxygen into our lungs. And we breathe out all the air we took into the lungs. Not only 60%, but 100% breathe out. So the lungs will be, next time when you breathe in, lungs will be open and have large area, and you breathe out, breathe in to fill the full capacity of our lungs, bringing a lot of oxygen. As I mentioned earlier, Buddha called breathing, inhaling and exhaling is body conditioner. Body conditioner. Kaya Sankhara. We can find this in Chula Vedala Sutta and in elsewhere also. Why it is called Kaya Sankhara? Inhaling and exhaling conditions the body. How? It brings a lot of oxygen in and charge all our hemoglobins or red blood cells, which is depleted of oxygen. That comes to the heart. Heart pumps and then goes to the lungs. And when we breathe in, we charge those red blood cells depleted of oxygen, and they go to heart. Heart pumps again, and that goes throughout the body from top to toes, filling every tiny little cell, charging with oxygen, fresh. Next moment when we breathe out, all the oxygen that we breathe in would be gone, and the blood cells will come back to the heart. Heart pumps to lungs, and we charge them with oxygen and goes to heart. Heart pumps. This cycle of oxygen going into the lungs, charging blood cells and so forth, going throughout the body. This happens all the time. They never take rest. Our heart cannot take rest, lung cannot take rest, liver cannot take rest, brain cannot take rest. We may say we take rest, but they don't take rest. Day and night they have to work. And day and night they have to work because we breathe. Why many people die of COVID? Because they cannot breathe. There's no air their oxygen in their lungs. And we have to breathe oxygen and give additional oxygen. Oxygen is very, very, very more important than anything else. We can stay without food for even 3-4 days. Without water we can stay for perhaps one whole day. How long can we live without breath, without oxygen? Therefore, Buddha said, breathing, inhaling, exhaling is a body conditioner. Kaya Sankhara. What is Sankatam Abhisankaroti Sankhara? Sankatam Abhisankaroti Sankhara. That which is conditioned, the recondition is called Sankhara. That which is conditionally arisen through causes and conditions is called Sankhara or Sankata. Sankata. And it will be reconditioned by breathing in and out. Sankatam Abhisankaroti. Recondition. Abhisankarana means recondition. You build a house, after some time you have to repair it. And repairing is called Abhisankara. So we have to recondition the body, recondition the mind, and so forth. So inhaling and exhaling is so important. Then when we breathe in and out what happens after sometimes, our breath, we get used to it, long inhaling, long exhaling, and then afterward, body becomes relaxed, calm, and the breath goes back to its normal rhythm. That's called short inhaling and short exhaling. While having short inhaling, we become aware of short inhaling. While having short exhaling, we become aware of short exhaling. And then what happens? We become aware of the entire inhaling and entire exhaling. That's called sabbakaya. Sabbakaya, complete, entire inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling is as, as considered to be as one whole body. It's called breath body. Breath body. When we become aware of the whole breath body, we become aware of the rest of the body as well. Because the whole body will vibrate, expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting. Entire body is contracting, expanding, contracting, expanding. First it begins in the lungs, and then we become aware of expanding and contracting of our lungs, abdomen, and then we feel afterward entire body is vibrating, vibrating. And we become aware of that. And then the body become relaxed. That's called Asambhayankara Sankara. Relaxing the body, inhaling and exhaling. That means it happens so naturally, without any effort, we begin to feel the breath going in and going out without any effort, effortlessly. So, Buddha gives a simile, like a carpenter, when he wants to cut the leaves, he has to turn the wheel. If he wants to make a long round, you have to turn the wheel long. If you want to cut short, you turn it short. Similarly, we breathe in and out like that, becoming fully aware of that. So, after this section, when this first section is complete, in Anapanasati Sutta, Buddha takes this section separately and said, when this section is called mindfulness of the body, when practiced this way, we practice all the seven factors of enlightenment. All the seven factors of enlightenment. He said, four foundations of mindfulness developed and cultivated fulfill the seven factors of enlightenment. And when we practice this first section, we practice mindfulness of the, what you call mindfulness of the mind fact of enlightenment, the fact of investigation fact of enlightenment, effort fact of enlightenment, joy fact of enlightenment, tranquility fact of enlightenment, concentration fact of enlightenment, and equanimity fact of enlightenment. All the 7 factors of enlightenment one practice when we practice the first section of mindfulness of the body. Similarly, when we practice mindfulness of the feeling, the same 7 factors of enlightenment can be developed. When we practice the mindfulness of the mind, the same 7 factors of enlightenment we can develop. When we practice mindfulness of the mind, Dhamma, phenomenon, again we practice 7 factors of enlightenment. That means we practice 7 factors of enlightenment 4 times. 4 times. Of course, we don't have to practice all the 7 factors of enlightenment 4 times. 1 time is enough. But depending on individual temperaments, one can select which of them one should practice to gain the factors of enlightenment. As I mentioned several times at the beginning, when we have certain temperament, that individual will know this I am comfortable only with this section. So that person practices that section, and then that person attain all the 7 factors of enlightenment, attain full enlightenment. Okay. I think that must be enough for today as introduction. Then we talk more about them later, the remaining body of this discourse. Okay? Now, I did not tell you the insight we gain from this section. I talk about the insight tomorrow. Until then, you have to wait to gain insight. Okay?